Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. Today morning, Raphael Tuju was hosted at Inoro FM, where he claimed William Ruto was paid billions to support Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013. So Tuju strongly believes William Ruto has no right telling the people of the mountain to support him because he was paid off. That was Raphael Tuju today in the morning at Inoro FM. Some few hours ago, Raphael Tuju was hosted at Citizen TV and he repeated the same claims. Listen into this.
The Azimio Presidential Secretariat, Raphael Tuju, has sensationally claimed that Deputy President William Ruto was actually paid to support the candidature of President Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013. Now, the man who made those claims is right here in studio with me. Those are very damning allegations, sir. What did you mean by he was paid, by whom and how much?
Well, these are demands for payment which he didn't only make on TNA that time, but he made them on ODM previously. So there's nothing new about that.
So how much, who made the payments?
Well, a lot of people who supported President Uhuru went out of their way to collect this money and to make Ruto come on board.
Do we know how much?
Well, you know, for a man who says 7 billion is only, your guess is as good as mine, but it was in billions.
It was in the billions?
Yes. And that's nothing surprising. I mean, we have a very senior politician from Western Kenya who asked Right Honorable Raila Odinga for 900 million before he could give him support. It's almost in the public domain. So that is the currency of some of these politicians, and Ruto is one of them.
Tell me something. This payment was in return for what?
Well, they would clothe it in various ways, like I need that money so that I can go and convince my community or I can convince my constituency. But it was colossal amounts of money. It was like the upfront payment. Then the final payment is through grabbing certain ministries, making sure that finance, making sure that agriculture, making sure that infrastructure. If he didn't have the minister, he had the permanent secretaries. And then he went on a looting spree.
The question everybody would be asking right now, the obvious question is, why come out now and tell us this?
It is 12 days to an election and Kenyans need to know the truth.
And the truth, once again, is William Ruto was paid to support Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yes, and I don't know why he thinks that the people from central Mount Kenya area owe him anything, because he was paid off. It was conditional on him receiving this money in advance, and after that, getting certain key ministries, which is okay if he ran them properly, but he made sure that he was in a looting spree, that's all.
Yes, that's just a bit of the interview. Raphael Tuju exposed so many things about William Ruto. Things that not only exposes Ruto as a corrupt leader, but also exposes William Ruto as a wheeler dealer, somebody out to make business, pretending to be offering leadership. So in this video, I want us to dig deep a little bit to see exactly what is happening and what Tuju's bombshell, or rather dossier, portends for William Ruto. That's what I want us to find out in this video. Even before we dwell on the mountain politics, let me go a bit to Western. Before Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Masika Wetangula joined William Ruto, it's clear and almost certain that the ground in Western was pro-Raila Odinga. Musalia knew that, Wetangula knew that. So the miracle William Ruto might have performed on Musalia and Wetangula to support him. I tend to believe that this Tuju interview is now just exposing to us the miracle William Ruto performed on Musalia Mudavadi and on Moses Masika Wetangula. It's clear William Ruto might have used money to compromise Musalia and Wetangula. That comes out very, very clearly. Because I just don't understand how Musalia Mudavadi could just go against the grain in Western, knowing fully well that the ground in Western was pro-Raila Amolo Odinga. If it was to go against the grain, Musalia was at least expected to be on the ballot. He decided to go against the grain. He decided not to be on the ballot. He decided to support William Ruto. And if you look at the kind of structure in Kenya Kwanza Alliance, it's clear Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Masika Wetangula are not interested in being given any position. We are not even hearing them complaining, even if things are being done, suggesting clearly William Ruto does not value them in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Mudavadi is comfortable, Wetangula is comfortable. I'm seeing clearly money might have changed hands. Even though those who are rumors that Kenyans were hearing before, this Tuju interview, this Tuju bombshell and dossier just convinces me that Musalia and Wetangula were compromised to support William Ruto. That comes out clearly. Going back to the mountain, if you talk to some William Ruto supporters, especially on the mountain, they will tell you they're supporting William Ruto because William Ruto stood with their son. William Ruto supported their son. Some William Ruto supporters on the mountain will most definitely tell you that. But from this dossier, from this Tuju bombshell, I know that's going to most likely alter the thinking in some of those William Ruto supporters on the mountain. Some are now just going to see this man we are supporting, thinking that he helped our son, is our son. Or rather, our son actually bought him. He was bought. He was paid off. Everything was settled. He has no right to claim any support now. I'm seeing that Tuju bombshell creating that kind of a feeling among some William Ruto supporters, especially on the mountain. That dossier alone can make William Ruto lose support on the mountain. Because that sympathy he has all along been enjoying. That I helped Uhuru Kenyatta, Uhuru turned against me. That sympathy is most likely going to die if this dossier is going to be spread on the mountain properly. It's going to kill that sympathy William Ruto has been enjoying on the mountain. And then if you look at it from another angle, Raphael Tuju is putting William Ruto's integrity on the spot. And from the interview again, Tuju actually made it very clear that in 2022 election is not even about manifestos. Anybody can write anything and say anything. And Tuju also just give the examples of the laptops. So Tuju believes, and I believe too, that this year's election is not even about manifesto. It's not about what Raila or what William Ruto is saying. It's about the character of a person. Because this is a very interesting election in that we have distinct characters here. We have a clear character, William Ruto, who represents the bad ethnic African politics. We have another Raila Odinga here who is now trying to project an image of a reformist. So we have two distinct characters. In fact, this year's election is going to be very simple. Kenyans are not even going to bother with the manifestos. You just have to look at William Ruto's character and Raila's character. Ruto's track record, Raila's track record. And then you make a decision out of that, not manifestos. I strongly believe that manifesto, anybody can say anything. This year's election most likely is going to be based on the integrity and character of a candidate. And that bombshell endorsement by Raphael Tuju, in my honest opinion, also just exposes some very strange things Kenyans never knew. You know, in 2018, Sinovet research firm did an opinion poll, and they asked Kenyans a very simple question. Who do you think is the most corrupt Kenyan alive? Kenyans ranked William Ruto as the most corrupt Kenyan alive, followed closely by Anne Waiguru. That was in 2018. So this notion that William Ruto is corrupt, some Kenyans actually think and believe that those are just politics. Watu wanamuonea tu. This bombshell endorsement by Raphael Tuju today actually just reinforces the notion that indeed this person, William Ruto, is indeed corrupt. Tuju actually reinforces that notion, and Kenyans who are seeing or viewing William Ruto as corrupt are now left more convinced that this is a corrupt person. Those who are still doubting whether Ruto is corrupt or not, I know they are really confused, and a good majority are going to make that decision. William Ruto can actually lose support as a result of that. If this kind of a discussion can be sustained, I honestly believe it's going to do a lot of damage on William Ruto's reputation, because it exposes Ruto as a person not fit holding any public office. William Ruto does not pass leadership and integrity test if we are to judge him based on that dossier. And looking at Tuju, and from what we know of William Ruto, from all the court cases, all the scandals bedeviling William Ruto, I honestly believe Raphael Tuju is talking the exact truth. Ladies and gentlemen, let me leave it there for now. In case you are watching us for the very first time, but so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya.